What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Gains Mindset, where we get you on the grind and improve your mind. So we're going to do a reaction of what Mark Sisson eats in a day. So let's get right into it. We're not going to waste your time. All right, let's get right into it, guys.
Yep, let's bring it up.
Hey, I'm Mark Sisson, and I'm going to tell you what I eat in a day. Cool, so I start my day with a cup of coffee, and I love a French press. I try to make it as thick as I possibly can and rich. So I put probably more than you'd normally prescribe for one cup, but that's how I like it. Because of...
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It's good to start your day off with, like, not too much like I do. No, don't be like me, but it is good to start your day off with, like, black coffee, I think. I don't know if he does black, but, like,
Yeah, we'll find out in a second.
there are some health benefits that have been proven to, like, be good with coffee that will actually improve, like, different things of the body and your adrenaline. As long as you don't overdo it, once again, like me, I think it's very important that to start your day, as long as you don't put, like, sugar and, like, a bunch of artificial sweeteners in your coffee and then turn it to crap. The benefits of coffee in itself, in at least small amounts, could be very beneficial for the body, especially when you're intermittent fasting. Let's continue.
Metabolic flexibility. I wake up full of energy. I don't feel the need to eat. I'm not hungry. I don't choose to eat usually until about 12:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30 sometimes. So I just start the day with a cup of coffee. And, you know, I think it's more habit than anything now. I'm not like jonesing for a cup of coffee or jonesing for caffeine. I just like the taste and the ritual. And then I do add cream. I've got some raw cream here, and not shy about adding some cream to it. And then I put a tiny bit of monk fruit sweetener in, because I like that effect too. And I guess the main part of this for me, part of the ritual, is I do a crossword puzzle every morning, so I have to have my coffee and do the crossword at the same time.
I like that he's flexing the brain muscles here by not only having the coffee, but he's doing a crossword puzzle to think, and he's giving his brain some exercise. I like that.
Yeah, guys, it's very important that you want to start your day with some, like, mental stimulation as well as physical. So it's good to start your day, like, with a workout or something that could actually stimulate the brain. A crossword puzzle is good for him and good for others because it could actually, like, get your mind thinking in the first thing in the morning. Another good, like, pro tip people should do is that when they wake up, they should write down what they have to do that day, like tasks they can complete. And as the day goes along, you check mark the different tasks going on through the day, and it makes your day a lot more productive, and you feel better as a result because you're accomplishing things throughout the day. It's going to make you more better, happier person overall because humans are meant to accomplish things. I just want to note that if he says he's fasting, I think they might have made a mistake here because if you put heavy cream in your coffee is a lot better than sugar and stuff, but you must know that it does break a fast. So I think he's trying to say that he does intermittent fasting at 8:16. But if you put cream in your coffee, it breaks a fast. So I don't know if he's going to clarify that, so let's continue.
Oh, yeah. All right, so my first meal of the day is typically what most people would call lunch. It's breaking the fast. And usually around 12:30, 1 o'clock, maybe 1:30.
Yeah, as I said before, he thinks that this is breaking his fast. I just want to note that when he put the heavy cream in his coffee earlier in the day, that is when he broke his fast because any amount of calories, especially like heavy whipping cream, that will break a fast in itself. I thought it'd be important to point that out.
Unless somehow he magically has a cream that has 0 calories in it, which probably is impossible. But
any amount of calories will break a fast. Be aware of that. So let's continue.
It consists of protein and some form of a vegetable usually. And then today I've chosen to have salmon. This is pretty typical lunch for me, with some greens. It's not a big salad. It's not what I used to call a big-ass salad by any means. It's mostly about the protein these days. I'm going to dress it with some Primal Kitchen lemon turmeric dressing, which is my favorite, if I have to admit to having a favorite.
I don't work for Primal Kitchen or anything, so don't go. But like when at our local ShopRite, they do have some Primal Kitchen products, and I have looked at the ingredients personally. These dressings and a lot of the products they use are actually a lot better quality, and they have like a mayo too. It's a lot better quality than the regular stuff you'll find at the grocery store. So I actually would recommend a lot of the Primal Kitchen's stuff. You should actually check it out. Very clean ingredients. It uses like avocado oil instead of like the shitty seed oils, like soybean oil. It's a lot better for your body. It gets digested a lot better. So
yeah,
within the line. And again, this is just enough to to fill me up, satisfy me, get me fueled up, and enough protein to get me through the rest of the day until dinner time. So I probably won't eat again until 7:30, maybe 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock at night. So 2 meals a day for me, and that's it. All right, after lunch, I don't snack in the afternoon. I don't feel compelled to. I think there's probably a reason not to snack unless you're hungry, and I'm really not that hungry. So for dinner, I might have a ribeye steak.
It's actually very beneficial not to snack all day because every time you eat, you spike your insulin, and it becomes a little harder to digest everything. So pretty much it's a lot better for your body if you just like eat only when you have to eat when you're hungry. You don't have to eat 6 meals a day. You don't have to eat every single time you think you may be hungry. A lot of times you think you're hungry, you're actually dehydrated. So it's very important to drink more water throughout the day. And you don't have to eat as often, but make sure when you do eat, you're getting high quality nutrients, proteins, minerals, electrolytes with your meals. Let's go.
Yeah. Ooh, and he's going into the ribeye steak, my favorite.
Some form of beef or pork or lamb, rarely chicken anymore. And a little bit.
Oh, I'm gonna say something now. Because he said, yeah, he doesn't eat chicken anymore. I appreciate that because what I've seen, no matter how good like a chicken might be, like high quality or like pasture raised or anything like that, I never really take that as like, oh, then I should eat that. To me, the quality of chicken for me is just, it's not comparable to something like beef or bison or something like that. I feel like those beef, bison, and all those other meats are better quality than chicken in comparison.
Yeah.
If you compare them to each other, because you're not just only getting like straight up protein from like meat, from like the beef or whatever. You're also getting a little bit of fat in there, which is good. You want to make sure it's high quality fat.
Yeah,
but
a lot of the chicken in the U.S. especially is treated like garbage, fed soy and the grains.
Yeah.
And like a lot of these chickens are abused their whole lives and stuffed in cages. Most of the eggs are horrible quality. Most of the chicken you'll find in your grocery store is horrible quality, like the rotisserie chicken.
yeah,
Absolutely horrible.
like there's a company
Bad facts.
that sells chicken. I think the company is like Bell and Evans. They treat their chickens very well, but in the comparison, if you want to compare a chicken from them to a grass-fed, grass-finished, let's say ribeye steak, you're going to go for the grass-fed, grass-finished ribeye steak. You're going to get more out of it than you are going to get out of chicken. So that's just personally my opinion, and that's how I feel, and I think that's how he feels as well. So let's continue.
The vegetables, in this case, some asparagus and maybe some avocado. So I'll just transfer. This is about an average size steak that I would consume for dinner. And I'm going to guess that the total calories here is probably 900 on this plate. And if you add that to the salmon and the salad I had for lunch, which is probably about, to be generous, 600. We're at under 2,000 calories for the day. And yet, if you look at the amount of protein that I've consumed, it's a significant amount. It's well in excess of 100 grams of protein. Some healthy fats in the form of avocado, in the form of avocado oil, in the form of some of the saturated fat in the grass-fed ribeye steak. And not a lot of carbs. The carbs are largely in the form of leafy greens, or in this case, the asparagus. So I don't feel compelled to eat a lot of carbs. I would have a glass of wine or two with this evening meal, and that would most likely be a dry farm wine selection, which means it's got no sugar, lower in alcohol, lower in tannins, and things like that. I think the point is, and I'm
guys, very important. Like if you do drink alcohol, the one thing you do definitely want to stay away from is beer. Stay away from that beer. Stay away from all the really heavy carb, heavy sugar drinks. You want to go.
No more White Claws.
Yeah, you want to stay with drinks.
I don't care what you think.
Yeah, you want to stay with the drinks that he's doing. So like no sugar, and a lot easier on the body. A lot of, especially like beer itself. If you drink like, some people drink more beer than water. Okay, let's just be honest.
Yeah.
Beer is extremely severely detrimental to your health and your form. You need to get rid of that crap completely. If you do drink, you want to make sure you get high quality drinks, stuff that actually does the job, but it does it in the right way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to really talk about this in depth in a discussion I have with Brad later on about this notion of metabolic flexibility and how efficient the body really can be in terms of using calories the right way and using the macronutrients the right way. For instance, so much of the protein we consume should not be combusted as fuel, should be used in fact to repair tissue and to create enzymes. So then the body's ability when you're metabolically flexible to generate ketones to fuel the brain, so the need for carbohydrates goes away or dissipates certainly. And the efficiency with which you're able to utilize the food that you do eat, as long as it is good quality food. You become more efficient at that. And at the end of the day, the biggest issue, as I always say, is hunger. And if hunger's not an issue for you, if you've developed metabolic flexibility and hunger no longer runs your life, and you're able to identify what is true hunger and what are cravings and sort of learned behaviors or comfort behaviors, you can really settle into a very tasty and effective way of fueling yourself literally with every meal of every day and making sure that every bite tastes awesome, as I do.
Yeah, it seems like he does more of a keto-based diet, more of a high-fat, low-carb, good amount of protein diet, which is okay. Everyone has their own diets that they like to do. If it works for him, it's good. The most important part is that he's getting high-quality nutrients and proteins and minerals and vitamins from all the foods that he's eating, getting high-quality foods, which is what all of you should be doing a day. So, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, leave a comment below on your thoughts on the video and what he eats, and we're going to see you guys in the next video.